The defense meta is finally over in Rise of Nations. There's actually been a new Rise of Nations update. Yeah, I know, they're really not often, so it is quite a big deal when there's an update. So yeah, we really got an update here, minor update. Yeah, so Hyperm realized that maybe defense is a little bit too broken. If you didn't go for static lines, it would be like the most stupid thing ever. And now not only is defense over, but forts are also over. Now obviously we're gonna go over all these changes one by one, starting off with new ground leader trait, Bunker Buster, provided additional attack against entrenched plus fortified units. Yeah, there we go. The first general is a Bunker Buster. If we get him over. Yeah, so if we go over here, look, attack against entrenched plus 20% and attack against fortified plus 28%. That's pretty good. Now, obviously, this is gonna be a big change towards actually being able to finally beat the random Bhutan that's got full forts in their cities and everything. The next one, new military operation deep battle theory, should be most effective against static units. So we go into the military, we go military operations. The first one is deep battle theory. It gives lower ground speed, but that's, oh my god, plus 125% against entrenched, plus 40% against fortified, but it does make yourself worse against non-entrenched. Still, that could be kind of useful if you have a lot of military power and you just want to go in for like one big offense into like a mountainous country. Or now I've also realized aggressive also gives buffs against entrenched and fortified, so that's actually pretty useful as well. Now we got more changes. Combined bombardment in the maneuver warfare doctrine line now grants a discount to the deep battle theory military operation. Maneuver warfare combined bombardment, and you see deep battle theory costs 0.5, so it goes from 700 military power to I think 350. So yeah, after this update though, I don't even know if static lines is gonna be the best one. Maybe specialization is gonna be better, or maybe maneuver warfare is gonna be better. Who knows? Mass attack is still pretty bad, so yeah, nobody likes mass attack. Panzer commander trait now provides tank against entrenched fortified units. So yeah, that also helps with tanks being able to destroy fortified units. It also probably just works with the deep battle theory thing. The blitzkrieg modifier now is new attack against fortified units and attack against entrenched units buffs. So yeah, all three of these kind of go into the same category where it makes tanks way better against fortified and entrenched units. I think that's a very good idea. I think tanks make sense realistically for them to be better against fortified and entrenched units. The static line, doctrine line, now all has attack against entrenched units debuffs. So yeah, again, if we go to military, we go to doctrines, and we go into static lines, and you can see in the effects, military attack against entrenched 0.4x, military attack against entrenched 0.75x, again 0.75x, and 0.75x. So yeah, I guess static lines kind of makes sense that they're gonna be worse against entrenched units. So that really makes you think how smart it is to go for static lines. How worth it is it if you're going for an aggressive playstyle? Is maneuver warfare better now, or is specialization better now? It's pretty up to debate. The ground specialization and maneuver warfare and aerial CAS doctrine lines now have varying forms of attack against fortified plus entrenched units buffs. So yeah, if you look at here, go to specialization, and you can see that in advanced training, at the bottom, you can see ground attack against entrenched 1.5x and ground attack against fortified 1.35x. So if you go specialization, then you're going to be stronger against entrenched and fortified units, which is actually really... It makes sense, you know? I mean, I'm surprised that it wasn't the case from the beginning, but okay. Now, if we go into aerial, we go close air support. We fight aggressive bombing, air attack against entrenched 1.15, air against fortified 1.3x. Again, here, more in ground support, and yeah, that's it. Close air support now makes sense if you want to go against entrenched and fortified units. So yeah, I really do want to see the exact difference that it made this whole update, because it really looks like. So yeah, I think Hypern has finally decided that, yeah, defense is actually broken, and people weren't just saying defense is broken because it's fun, but because it is actually broken. So yeah, if you've ever watched Blissful's video on how broken defense is, well, 50,000 German troops beat 1 million French troops. Literally because they have a fort in a flat land right here, as you can see. And so I'm gonna try to replicate that, but rather I want to replicate it with specialization, since obviously, as you can see, specialization does have better attack against entrenched and all that stuff. So obviously I only got 700% global defense. It could definitely go higher, but only went max infantry research, and I got static lines maxed out, and I have a military leader that only has 50% defensive bonus. As you can see, we have these French troops now. They're not trained, but they have 629% global attack. Obviously, again, max infantry research. I also went specialized. I got advanced training so that you have better attack against entrenched and fortified. Now, obviously, that is only marginal. Obviously, maneuver warfare is still way better against fortified troops, but you know, we're gonna try this experiment out. Now here we have the 60,000 troops, and they got absolutely annihilated. It wasn't even close. Now obviously you might be thinking, oh well, of course a million troops are gonna beat 60,000 because they have very good attack. Well, we're gonna try with Poland, and we're gonna see how well that works, but without any infantry research. Now, if we go into military, we can see it's only 206% global attack, so it's really not all that much. So yeah, I decided not to get any infantry research to actually see, because obviously the France test had a really good infantry research on the French troops. While the German troops still have the same amount of global defense, 705%, and also the Polish troops have specialized, which gives slightly better entrenched and fortified ground attack. Now here we go. German troops entrenched versus Polish troops. And yet, again, it's not close. It's not close, although they did do a lot of damage to them. It's really not enough. I think forts really got hard nerfed, especially just defense in general just got hard nerfed. Not only that, but I still need to also do a test with tanks. So as you can see, we have 1.25x on both, 1.5x and 2x, and at the end 1.5x. This is pretty crazy. Now here we go, we have a million German troops there with the same modifiers as before. Now for Poland, I'm also gonna get max tank firepower just in case. So now we stand at 839% global attack. Obviously that's pretty heavily boosted because of the steel divisions. Here we are. Oh wow, that got destroyed. That got destroyed, okay. Well, yeah, I guess that wasn't even a close, but okay. Alright, so we got 3,000 tanks again, but this time I got a military leader that's got some pretty good buffs for tanks and also bunker buster. So let's hope that does make a bigger difference than it did last time. And now here we go. Oh wow. Oh my god. 7.2 thousand. Oh my god. Wait, that made like the whole entire difference. 3,000 tanks almost killed a million troops. Not only did they almost kill a million troops, they almost killed a million troops with 700 global defense and pretty much max training. Okay, well, I mean, tanks are way better, but obviously, what I learned from that is that you clearly need the general to make it actually work way better than it does already. I think that this is way better than it was before, because I feel like defense was just too broken and people would just spam forts like all over their countries and everything, and that was just not good. But I also really like how the aggressive buff also gives attack against entrenched and fortified. Honestly, I think specialization would probably be the meta if it wasn't for the fact that the manpower increase is just really bad. But then again, I don't know how good static lines is anymore. I think there's a lot of stuff that people will have to figure out here, what the meta will be from now on. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think this update is actually good? Do you think it's bad maybe? Do you think tanks are broken now, or what do you think the meta is gonna be? Because I personally just don't have a clue. Anyways, thanks for watching. Click this video if you want to watch more. And yeah, thank you.